I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to this, the 9th annual Faery Fest. And hope you're having a great time. And I'd like to introduce Jacqueline Aurora and Jennifer Bogart. Published Morning Rain Publishing. Jacqueline will be reading from Brittany Fireweather's Tall Tales, and Jennifer will be reading from Limited Lights. Both books were written with middle grade readers in mind, so they're great for the kids. And come on up, ladies. What great smiles. Come on, everybody. We can give a bigger hand of applause than that. Let them know they appreciate it.
I did. You did help? Yeah. You're coming with me. Oh, that's really tall. Okay, I'm actually reading from Liminal Lights, and it's published by Morning Rain Publishing, and our tent is over there in the corner. You can see Jo with her umbrella, so she looks great. This is a story. It's intended for middle grade readers, so children, young adults between the ages of 10 and 14. And I'm going to start at the very beginning, but I'm not going to read only from the beginning. I see her clearly in the warm glow of the bedside lamp. Despite the nighttime darkness, her hair glimmers with golden ribbons of sunshine as she focuses intently on her task. She wields her wand with practiced grace, the pencil held confidently in her delicate grasp. A series of whimsical shapes dance across the page. They pulse with the pureness of her energy. Her pale blue eyes sparkle in concentration while she purses her pink lips into a rosebud pout. Despite the strength of the image growing within her, she is fragile. Despite the strength of the magic growing within her, she is fragile, unaware of her power. Pressing my nose against the cold glass window, I watch her coax the images to life, creating magic from nothing more than her imagination. She shifts on the bed, allowing the light to briefly illuminate her unfinished drawing. Its vibrant essence is exposed for a fleeting moment before her calm demeanor changes and she viciously attacks the page with the wrong end of her pencil. I place my palm on the hand of the... Place the palm of my hand. See, I can't read. I can write, but I can't read. I place the palm of my hand on the window, allowing desperation to wash over me. I will her to stop the destruction, but I am too small for her to notice. The sketch is obliterated. Only the scattered shavings of a brief moment in time remain in its place. Her magic fades, and once again, I am left with nothing. Silly mortal! Doesn't she know that every time she scrubs the page clean, another opportunity is lost? A flickering light distracts me from the task of watching over my charge. Carefully, I skip across the ledge and peer around the corner in an attempt to discover what took away my attention. Of course, it's only Prit, up to his usual mischief. I wonder what dreams he plans to bestow on the boy who lives 2 windows over, and breathe a sigh of relief when he whizzes past in a blue blur of green lights, bypassing my window altogether. I return my gaze to the bedroom to find the girl has disappeared from view. I check the moon star, note the time, and realize she must be preparing for sleep. Finally, I might be able to get some work done. Watching and waiting are tedious but necessary work, especially now that time is critical. Any minute now, the world could tilt, shifting the shadows and leaving my kind to drown in the dark. The girl reappears dressed in loose-fitting pants and a fitted t-shirt, over which she is wearing a long yellow jacket loosely belted at the waist. I will never understand the numerous clothing changes humans undergo in the course of 24 hours. Time is so finite for them. Why waste it on these trivial matters? She removes the jacket, lays it across a chair, and sits on her bed, staring at the wall opposite her. This is something new. She is naturally calm, so her stillness is not alarming. It's her intense stare at something I can't see that disturbs me. If only I could find a way to be closer to her. But I am not daring enough to break our laws and breach the barrier between humans and liminals. We are meant to live on the edge of the reality, not be a part of it. I can only watch and wait until the magic within her fully awakens. I hold my breath, hoping this might be the moment. She blinks, comes out of her trance, and gives her head a quick shake. I release my breath and wonder if that moment was what humans refer to as a daydream. So that's the very, very beginning of the book, where everyone should start reading a book. And the next little section I'd like to read is from the third chapter, and it gives you an idea of what the liminals are looking for in children, because what they do is they harvest their magic and the energy that creates all of their imaginative play and their ability to draw or dance or create music. So the rest of the school day proceeds as usual, except for Tissa's constant chatter. I prefer to spend my day focusing on my charge. I take my job very seriously, watching for subtle shifts and nuances. With Tissa at my side, my attention is split in two. She keeps splitting off after the boy, checking on him and growing more and more excited as the day progresses. Did you see him? He's astounding. We are following the girl home. The day has warmed, so she shed her jacket and is walking with the slightest bounce in her step. I shrug my shoulders. The boy really isn't my concern. He is called Jake, and I think he lives next door to Nadia. They have this incredible connection. Maybe we should consider harvesting their magic together. Can you imagine the force that would create? Do you know if it's even been done before? I think they might actually need each other to fully access the depths of their power. Her chatter is driving me insane, so I choose to ignore her. Unfortunately, it's not working for me. Nadia is a brilliant artist. When her magic matures, her drawings will be world famous. I can't wait to see her unleash her true potential. Her parents must be so proud of her accomplishments. Could you imagine if we could produce such marvels? It makes me wonder if we should try. Who's Nadia? I interrupt, wondering what she's going on about. Tissa gives me the strangest look. Your charge? Don't you know anything about her? You'd think after following her all this time, you'd know a few things about her. The girl is at her front door, going through the emotions of juggling sack, books, and keys in an attempt to unlock the door. This time she is unsuccessful, and everything tumbles to the ground, paper scattering like leaves in the wind. I can sense her frustration, but she continues with the task of unlocking the door before bending to retrieve her belongings. Just because I don't know my charge's name doesn't mean I don't know the essence of her. A name is a label bestowed on you by someone else. It doesn't define you, your talents, or your character. It doesn't say anything about your qualities or inner strengths. You're my apprentice, Tissa, not my teacher, so stop passing judgments on things you know nothing of. The boy Tissa called Jake comes up the walkway, the breeze from his passing forcing us aside. He stoops to help her pick up the papers that are blowing across the front lawn. As he touches first one then another of her half-finished sketches, the pages take on the slightest glow, which is thankfully concealed by the bright afternoon sunshine. Tissa smiles in anticipation. Her excitement for him is palpable. Wings fluttering, eyes glittering, she starts forward, trying to get a better look. I tug on her skirt, pulling her back toward me with all my strength. I don't want her to interrupt this moment. Something she said earlier is scrambling to take hold in my brain. It searches for substance, roots for fuel, and then starts to take shape. Maybe we should consider harvesting their magic together. Is this why Varian wanted Tissa to shadow me? She is so inexperienced. I am trying to figure out why he didn't choose someone else for this task. In our entire history with the humans, I can't recall ever harvesting power in tandem. And that's it. So,
when a creature of fear itself feasts upon the people of Toronto, a modern wizard rises to stand against it. But will human magic and human courage be enough to defeat this millennia-old beast? Read and see in Nuki Kabai by Stephen B. Pearl. And please enjoy Stephen's other fine works, available through Amazon. And for more information about Stephen and his works, please visit www.stephenpearl.com. That's www.stephenpearl.com.